Ah! Right, for reference, anyone, because we don't put music in on the. That was the Gorillas.
Yeah.
With Feel Gooding. 1 second.
Incorporated.
Thank you.
That was for Meg. Okay. So I'm here, David Bay. This is Bay Time Revival. I'm here, David Bay. we got our co-host Meg.
Hello.
And Harry.
Yo.
And we have a wonderful guest. This is Better Tom Smith.
That's me. Hello, guys.
That is Tom Smith talking officially.
Yes.
That is Tom.
Hello.
Okay, so we have some things to talk about on the show today. Let's talk about some creepy crap.
Yes, always. My favourite type of crap.
Okay, that's what we talk about on the show. We'll actually ghost stories later or whatever, but here's something really weird. Yeah, Tom just gave me a look. Here's something really weird, guys. Have you heard about this Malaysian air flight thing, Meg?
I have.
I have.
Have you?
Your name's not Meg, sure.
This is freaky stuff.
Damn.
Okay. So this guy got a voicemail, didn't he? He got this voicemail.
Yeah.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra,
And so on. And then
Etc. etc.
someone translated, so it's an army code, you know, like Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got it, and it says danger, SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious. They are not human. SOS, danger, SOS.
Well, so that's fun.
Creepy.
Let's just go through it first.
And it also says an S at the beginning, right? So that means it's on a loop. This guy accidentally got. So that makes a lot of people think he accidentally got sent a military transmission. So he posts this online like, what is this? This is a bit creepy, right? And apparently, someone comes outside of his house with the flash on and takes a picture in the middle of the night of his house.
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
That's creepy.
And there's coordinates named within the
Yeah,
voice
at
message as
the
well.
end of the voice message.
Yeah, at the end of the voice message they say some coordinates. Some coordinates. And it's someplace in Indonesia, just off. Oh, this is the next bit. Sorry, before we get to someone worked out the Malaysia bit. He got a message, and it was in Malaysian, Indonesian, and it said, end the post you just shared about the recording on your phone.
Creepy stuff.
That was
Through
a new
Twitter, that was right.
Yeah.
Twitter, yeah.
And he shared it on Twitter, the recording of the voicemail.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
I saw the thread and I was like, what?
yeah.
Crazy.
So, the coordinates are very close to where the Malaysian airline plane, you know, that tragic rip, press F in the chat, pay respects. It's where it crashed. This is the coordinates were near around there.
Crazy. And
the black box interactions, people think it's a translation into army code. So, and it's just accidentally got sent to his phone. So it's just like government stuff, like sending out stuff. So that, a lot of people think it was shot down by aliens, the Malaysia flight.
Because
Right?
they're not human.
Yeah. Or they were on the plane.
Yeah,
I think it was something on the plane that wasn't human. And,
Like a dog.
yeah. Oh my God.
The number came from an unknown number, and unknown numbers are either blocked or the computer can't process it.
Yeah.
So that means it wasn't from a phone. This is also happening after 2 large solar flares were just released, causing a soon-to-be solar storm. And if you don't know, solar flares cause electromagnetic pulses in our atmosphere. So that means a lot of equipment wouldn't be working as well.
But also it meant that the transmission that they wanted to send when the plane was going down would have gone anywhere. But then when these solar flares have hit, it's sent them off randomly, and it can actually be received through stuff like Twitter and voicemail. Completely randomly. It could go anywhere.
What happens if we put up this podcast and then we get a message that's like, take
Someone's going to message us.
Yeah.
Tom Smith, do it to him.
Well, the fact I had a dream last night, there was people stood outside my house
That's terrifying.
staring at it, actually doesn't really help, because someone's that guy.
Someone's got another message, Morse code,
Yeah.
and it predicted Stephen Hawking's death. It predicted it, and then said something's going to happen.
What, before the death?
I don't know.
It's a few
doesn't
days.
say.
Well, if you predicted it, then it's not going to be like,
Well, it might. I don't know.
yeah, I predicted that.
It was like on the 13th or the 12th.
Yeah, and it says on the April 18th, 2018, another thing will happen. So it's like the film Knowing with Nicolas Cage.
Good old Nicholas.
But someone else said something really dumb about it. I saw someone say, "Oh, because it's in English, that means it's not from a Malaysian flight." I'm moving around a lot. So because it's in English, it's not from a Malaysian flight. Oh, it's a time traveller's come back to warn us. No, every flight in the world's in English, just so it's common. But basically, this is really creepy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
Get closer to the mic.
I really don't like it.
It's pretty creeped me out a bit. But the thing it predicted, so Stephen Hawking either is important or he was just predicting world events.
Like The Simpsons.
Also, if it's a practical joke, someone is a genius.
Yeah.
Someone's made this
Yeah.
up. They are
That's
some
amazing.
next level stuff. This is like the biggest, like, this is the...
But it's also a bit
biggest-
too far, I think, for someone to do. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
who
It's
anyone
a lot
There's
of
going to be a
effort.
lot of people with, like, mental illnesses who are going to
Yeah.
read this and panic on April 18th.
Yeah.
Or just imagine
What
being a
day
part
is
of that-
April 18th? No, it's
29th.
18th. It's 18th.
Being a part of the family who had family go down the Malaysian air flight and they have no trace of what actually happened there. And imagine now knowing it was
Yeah.
aliens.
So
Like that must be that's going to scar you. for
It's
life.
on Wednesday, so we do a show the day before that day. So we'll have to talk about it then.
Yes.
Wow.
We'll
Wednesday.
revisit this.
We'll call it the End of the World edition.
Yeah, yeah, just in case.
Yeah, the last end
That's
of
it.
time,
Oh,
possibly.
what about if that's the day nuclear war starts with Russia?
Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I just
I'm
predicted
starting
it.
to panic now. I'm like,
Batty time.
Alien, the thing when they said it's not human, it shot down the plane, right, but not on purpose. It was trying to warn us not to use nuclear weapons.
Yeah, but how?
That's my theory. Right?
Right, so
oh my god.
did that plane crash just off the coast of Malaysia or
Well, no,
Indonesia?
It was a Malaysian airline flight, and it was last seen just off the coast of Indonesia. I think.
So like, how did no one see?
well, that's the mystery.
Yeah,
Yeah, no one knows where
exactly.
it is.
That's what I'm saying.
And they never found the black box.
That's why I don't think it was shot down. I think it was
Do
actually.
you think it was sucked up by something?
Yeah,
It was
I
mad
think
technology.
something took it.
What about if it went
away.
back in time or something, mate? And it saw a
Well,
dinosaur. It saw a dinosaur, and that's why it said it's not human because it's a dinosaur.
What if it went future in time and
Alright.
they know something
Have
big
you ever
is
seen?
going to happen?
Have you ever
and
seen
that's how they
Watchmen?
predicted it.
Have you ever seen Watchmen?
Yeah.
Wait,
They said so. Basically, there's someone called what's his name? Is it Dr. Manhattan?
I think so.
Yeah,
I've been there.
he can see into the future and the past. He can see into every time, but he can't look. It, like nuclear, when loads of nukes are set off at once, it messes with how he sees into the future.
Okay.
Right.
So basically, let's say this is a time travel thing, right?
Okay.
What about if because of the Russian nuclear war, that's messing up time?
You're saying like it's already happened, like
Yeah. no.
Yeah.
No, this part of the theory is the Russian nuclear war, right? My theory anyway. Let's say because of this, right? It's messing up our times working because that much like nuclear stuff the universe has never seen apart from in a star, and stars are mad anyway, or black holes,
Yeah.
and it's happening on a planet. It's messing up how matter works, and messages like this are getting sent way further forward than they're meant to. So the Malaysian airline thing was meant to be sent when it crashed, but it's now on the Earth just now, and it's been sent forward through time there, and all these messages are things that were
When
meant to
did it
happen
crash,
ages
by the
ago.
way? How long
I don't
ago
know,
was
they
it?
don't
Was it
even
2016?
Yeah.
I think so.
So it's got sent 2 years into the future by accident to where we are now, and loads of stuff is going to get like leaked. It's like it's like sewage, but time
Oh,
sewage.
okay.
Time sewage.
That's my theory. We're dealing with time sewage.
My theory is that something like aliens, like this, not humans, taking it into the future, and the only way they can communicate, because they can't do straight phone calls, is using the solar flares. And they're not creating the solar flares, but they're using these dates and the solar flares coming in to use these transmissions. And they can't control who it's sent to, but they can just control it's being sent and how. And I think that's how they're warning us about Stephen Hawking dying and what's going to happen on this day.
We're talking about this message of it's not human in a literal sense. Let's talk about it figuratively. What about if someone does something so evil at some point
Yeah.
between, let's
Oh,
say,
okay.
It's like,
90,
it's not-
let's say between the dawn of man and when men end, and this is the transmission of someone going, "This is not human, save us."
Yeah.
It could be a Holocaust
It's an
transmission.
inhuman thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That people are thinking about it literally. It could just be someone really evil, but it's more fun with
Yeah.
aliens. I
It
guess.
is way more fun with aliens.
What do you think's going
Or
on, Tom?
dinosaurs.
I think that. Well, one of my theories is just a practical joke.
Yeah. That's the main one.
That's like, come on, like maybe.
That ruins it a bit.
But My theory is literally everything that's written down on paper. I think not human, aliens. They've been, as Harry said, they've been sucked into like a time hole, or as you said,
Sewage.
Time
So-
sewage.
Time
Time
sewage.
sewage,
That is
yeah.
in. I think I've changed the game with that theory.
You should
there.
copyright that saying.
Time sewage,
Time
mate.
sewage.
That is. Is that not like interest? Like that's changed my. I came with that on the spot just now, and that's changed my perspective of what I think's happened. Like, imagine if that's a thing. When like bad things happen, stuff that much energy gets released at once. You know, like a nuke, whatever.
yeah.
If that many nukes are launched at once, we don't know what damage that does to like matter or the structure of
Yeah.
how the universe works, mate.
That's true.
Like sun.
So you're saying the
What?
Russian nuclear war has sent time back in time?
The Russian nuclear
Yeah.
war has messed up time.
Yeah.
The
That hasn't
Russian
happened yet.
NATO nuclear war that might or may not happen. Like
Fingers crossed.
maybe
it doesn't.
this is maybe the thing. This is not human. It's on about how the war was treated, right?
Yeah.
And this is a warning telling us not to go to war. And when they sent back the warning, they messed up time.
And then sent it to the wrong number.
They sent
Yeah.
it to the wrong number. Mate. What about this
It's a
is all
random
happening though?
Oh, I don't like it.
What would you do if you're actually
Can Russians
correct,
even
though?
look at stuff like this?
No, what if you're actually correct and like?
What about if I'm right and this is all time
Yeah.
sewage?
No, and
What about, right, here's the weird thing about time, right? It changes all the time. Like, so some weird things could have already changed and we'd never know because it's just time. Like, there could have been another person at this podcast at the beginning, right? Time stopped. We never knew they existed.
Yeah,
Because something
it was
changed
tried.
back
Tom
in time.
Smith, the other one.
No, yeah, the other Tom
Yeah,
Smith
Tom
was,
Smith.
was here a second ago and he's gone. No. Yeah. So that's mad. Meg, what do you think's happened?
To be fair, like
Dinosaurs.
yeah, dinosaurs. No, to be fair though, like I get like your theories, but I don't think it's that far fetched.
do you not?
No.
I don't think it
literally-
actually is that,
No,
but
no.
I think it's fun to
It
think
is
it's
It's
fun,
cool,
it's like-
it's cool to think that.
Yeah, yeah.
but
The
it's
theories are like
definitely not
amazing. Like I love it so much, but like.
Where do you think?
What's
the
your
plane
what's
was
your explanation though? Going as like fantastical as you can.
Where do I think the plane
Yeah,
is?
because they can't find the plane. No trace.
Honestly,
it's in
I-
nuclear
Bear in mind how
Russia.
good our
Yeah.
technology is. We can't find it. That's
Yeah,
why I think it's
'cause
off the
aliens
world.
found
I think
it.
Yeah,
it's-
but then again, nobody's found Amelia Earhart, have they?
Yeah, that's our point. She
But that was
flying over
years
an
ago,
ocean.
mate. That was like 100 years
Yeah.
ago.
No, she was flying over the ocean.
Yes, it's just.
No, but like, how?
But
no one was with her.
She was in a time where there wasn't black boxes, there wasn't radars, there
That's
wasn't
true.
easy ways.
That is
This
true.
happened in modern time when
Mm.
you can find things like you can't find. You dropped your phone down the side of the settee. There's ways of just like.
ring it.
You can
Yeah.
get apps on your
Anyone
phone.
can find their phone with someone else's phone,
But-
and we can't find a massive plane filled with people that crashed in an ocean that's like
Mm.
used all the time for sea routes.
There was an app on your phone where you can literally track planes, and I was doing how this plane it wasn't there to be
It just
tracked.
disappeared.
Yeah.
But
It's
isn't
almost
there,
if theory.
theory.
The governments of the world know where it is.
Yeah.
They're just not telling you.
Yeah, of
What
course.
do you think?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you think
Somebody's
that's true?
gotta know
Do you
where
think
it
that's
is.
true?
The government's
Somebody's gotta
hide.
know where it
And
is.
what-
government hides loads of
Aliens
stuff.
found the
Yeah.
plane! And now
Yeah,
the
Area
government-
51.
Wait, what? What about if Elon Musk launched it into space?
No,
No, you were fired an actual theory then. You're really disappointed.
government hides loads of stuff from us. Like,
That is
that's-
true,
Do you think there's aliens that have reached Earth?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely in like
Definitely.
not maybe not
Yeah.
the past like 10,000 years, but aliens have probably been here a billion years ago.
Yeah, and then gone, nah.
Left. And, like they were like, nah, there's nothing here. We've only found a few dinosaur fossils.
Yeah.
Billions of
Let's
years
just try and
ago.
blow
Yeah.
it up with the
Dinosaurs.
meteors.
Get your facts right.
Millions. I don't know.
I
Sorry,
think
I'm not
the
done.
Nah, what about, have you ever seen 2001?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so in 2001, the only reason humans evolved to be intelligent is
A
because
space
of alien
odyssey.
interaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about if we evolved, this is to do with the Malaysian thing, we evolved because of alien, like, meddling, right? They wanted us to go a certain path, but we didn't. And this is them taking it out on us. They're taking random planes, this is them testing weapons on us to see if they work. Because you don't know, our bullets might not work on aliens, so their same logic is our warp weapons might not work on humans. We don't know. So they're like, I'm going to teleport this plane to the other side of the universe and see if it kills them. They do that, then they're like, okay, we're going to, if the government's like, that plane disappeared. They're like, that plane disappeared, right? And this SOS thing is from a human who used alien technology to send a warning back to tell us, don't mess with the aliens, we messed up, they want to kill us.
Yeah.
Holy balls.
But it's still all, what's it called? Time sewage, I called
Time
it?
sewage.
It's all time sewage. It's all time sewage.
Fair enough.
It's messing with my brain, man.
Okay, Tom, you said you got ghost stories.
I do.
Anyway,
Anyway.
make sure
Aliens.
everyone wears their tinfoil hats tonight. Just make sure that the Alex Jones doesn't read your mind. They're putting chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay.
I love frogs.
Alright, Tom's going to tell me super spooky story now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so I went with a few mates. I don't think this is allowed, but I'm going to tell
This is already fake, Tom doesn't have mates.
I went with a few mates to a abandoned mental asylum.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Wait, what? I've never even seen a real mental asylum, and you can find an abandoned one.
Yeah, it's in Northampton.
Are you sure it's a mental asylum or a mental hospital, mate? Because I'm sure a mental asylum's an American word.
It's called St Crispin's.
That's the most ridiculous name.
It's called Dunkin' Donuts.
Don't laugh at me. This is a serious story. Okay, so it's called St Crispin's.
How are they spelling that?
ST.
Yeah.
Saint.
Yes, that was it.
CRISPINS. Crispins. I'm not sure if that's
Show
the
me
right
story.
spelling, but-
Anyway.
Okay,
Malaysian
you start.
Airlines.
St. Christmas.
Okay, so St Crispin's. Well, I went with a few mates at night. I think we got there at 8, and it was at the time where it was getting dark at like 10. So we were like, let's scout this out when it's light, and let's stay here until 12. See what happens.
Mhm.
So when it was light, it was just like it was fine. Like we were just walking around. As soon as it started turning dark, like it got scary. Went into the cellar, and me and there were other people there as well. So we met these other guys. And me and this guy went into the cellar and started doing like chants because he's really like superstition into this stuff. So he was like, we went into the cellar and started doing chants, and we like held hands and like just started like doing this like
And then the Malaysian air flight
And
was
then-
crashing into the hospital.
What's crazy is we were near the children's ward. Okay, we were near the children's
Don't
ward
mention
in the
kids.
cellar. In the cellar.
Why was there
Um,
children in the cellar?
I don't
Why did
know.
they keep children in the cellar? Put them by
I don't know.
windows. Children are
We
in
saw
there.
we saw like torture chambers and stuff. Okay.
That's
Wait,
terrifying.
what? Oh, is it like an old timey one?
Yes.
Where they just like
yeah, it was really old.
battered them?
It was
Yeah.
really old. Okay.
That's messed up.
And we were in the cellar, and we heard this girl say we heard this girl say, "Ring a rose."
No, you didn't.
I think I've heard
Honestly,
it.
honestly.
Yeah.
No lying. This is what happened, and then we were like, okay, that's a bit creepy. We're gonna walk around and stay till like 12:30. Okay, let's do this.
What? So you're chilling in an abandoned place where they used to torture children. You hear ring ring roses. You're like, let me stick around for a bit longer. No, that is made up. You didn't hear it, so you heard someone go ring a ring.
Yeah.
How loud?
Like quite a squeaky voice, high pitch.
Yeah, that's not what I asked.
So it wasn't just one of your mates though?
And no. There were 2 girls there, but I said to them, please don't lie to me, was that you? And both of them were like, no, that honestly wasn't me.
Are they both like superstitious?
No, not at all.
So that reminds me of another thing, but I'll let
I've
you
got-
tell your story
yeah.
first. But let me tell this actually, it's really short.
Okay,
Do you remember the power gen? Alright. In Shirley, there was this building called the Power Gen, right? It'd been closed for like 40 years. A lot of shady stuff. They kept it around for 40 years. It was originally, when it first closed down, and this has pretty much been confirmed, used by MI5 or something as a thing, because they're next to like telephone wires, to listen into IRA meetings, because there was a high Irish population in Birmingham. So at the time,
It's 10 past 1.
it's 10 past 1 for anyone wondering. So they used it for that, and then for years afterwards it was just abandoned, but no one was allowed in it, right? I snuck in it
Of course.
with 2 people, YouTubers. I'll tell everyone afterwards. No, it wasn't Ruth Spark. Wish it was. Basically, while we're in there, I'm filming away, and I can show you the footage later. But one bit we're walking, and I swear to God, I hear a little girl go, ah, and I watch back the footage, and you can hear it.
Really?
That's
Oh.
creepy.
But I'd like to see that. That would be dope.
I deleted the video though, so
Why would you do that?
I'll tell you what after.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll carry on with mine.
Okay.
So we just carried on walking around, and this guy, it just turned 12. It was quite warm. It was a summer night, but as soon as it turned 12, got so much colder. It felt like 0 degrees. I had a coat on, but as soon as it turned 12, it felt like 0. It felt like 0 degrees. Yeah, that's another thing that happened. And the final thing that creeped me out. Oh no, I've got 3 more things that creeped me out. So these guys that we were walking around it with. Yeah, these guys that we were walking around with, he was like, let's throw a rock into this room and see if anything happens.
Standard. Let's throw a rock at his child's bedroom and see if anything happens.
This wasn't in the children's ward anymore, this is the adults.
Where was this?
In the adults ward.
In the cellar
The
still.
ward then.
Yeah, the ward.
The ward.
And
The ward.
yeah, can you
Shut up.
I want to hear about this rock.
yeah, and he threw this rock into this room, and as like 5 seconds after it happened, I felt something brush past my bag. One of the guys felt something brush past his shoulder, and the other felt something brush past his bum.
Cheeky ghost.
So
Oh my
obviously there was something like running past us, a ghost figure running past us, and like doing some stuff.
Yeah, feeling your bums.
You know wind exists, right?
No, it was like it wasn't.
Did it feel like a hand, or was it like that?
It felt like for me, you know when you're holding back with one strap,
Yeah.
it felt like someone, you know when someone's shoulder buys your bag,
Yeah.
it felt like that,
Like
and my bag
bag
moved.
Like bagged you.
My bag moved,
Yeah,
Oh.
that's mad.
and someone, the other guy felt like he
Make
got
that
shoulder
like
buys,
she's
and the other guy did feel like someone just touched his bum. And then when we left, we were looking back and seeing what we encountered, and seeing like
What
where
we
we explored.
Yeah.
Honestly, no word of a lie. Ghost in the window. I saw a white figure in the window look at me and then pop back out, and I was like, nah, that's. And then as soon as we left the gates, it got 100% warmer.
You've got some balls to like actually look back.
I have,
Yeah,
I have a story.
I don't believe in that stuff still,
Shit.
Yeah, so
but I don't believe in that stuff still, and that's why I go back again. But if anything really bad happened to me, I would be like, yeah, ghosts exist. But I still don't believe in it. But it's just my ghost story.
Did you run when you saw it, or not? Did you,
No,
when you heard that
I
lullaby,
wasn't scared.
When you heard that lullaby, did you just stand there and be like, oh, that's pretty dope?
That'd be it for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no, I'm
gonna
gone,
wet
I'm gone.
myself.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, I've got a story to tell.
Legit,
I can go in the Batty Time revival.
Yeah.
I would have ran so fast out of that building.
Same.
You don't
I have one that I
understand.
did this summer.
Go on then.
So, me, my
You've
mate,
got 5 minutes to tell this
me,
story.
my mate Taylor, and my cousin Ben, and another kid called Alex, and Charlotte. We made a Ouija board on like a big piece of art paper.
Oh god.
So we went to Bill's Woods. Do you know Bill's Woods? No.
No.
It's a woods in Shirley, and 2 people have killed themselves in there.
You should have messed with Ouija balls, bro.
They
So
sell
we-
Ouija boards in Toys R Us in America, just saying. Just that's my
Toys
fact.
R Us doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's bankrupt.
They used to.
Anyway, so
Banter.
we go into the woods. We find a nice spot to do a Ouija board, and then we set it up. And they've all admitted now that it was faked. Then, right? They messed with the Ouija board. Charlotte wasn't too happy when people faked with it because she believes in it, and she says if you mess with a Ouija board, that's really dangerous. It's just a bit of hate.
You rise the spirits when you're doing it.
But
If you're
we did-
nice to them.
So afterwards we did it right. The temperature dropped again.
Yeah, that's the weirdest.
So it's not like the Ouija board thing. I don't believe in any of this, by the way, but
Right.
it's not like the Ouija board worked right, but we just didn't like handle it right.
Okay.
And as we were leaving Bill's Woods, we turned around and there was a black figure behind us.
Yeah,
Well,
that's creepy. I don't like that. Did all of you see it? Because
Most
all
of
of
us.
all,
Not
all
everyone
of
on
my
the back.
mates saw the ghost.
No everyone
in,
on the back. But
in
I saw
Like
it and
it.
Taylor saw it.
That's why you should have messed with Ouija boards, bro. They're like,
And then we went to Shirley Park and we did it again. And it went to 6.
six.
No, just 6. But that's still the
Well,
devil's
yeah.
number. And I was like, alright, I'm going. And then I walked home and I just felt like someone was following me.
on your own. You walk back on your own.
Yeah.
You guys got
Oh,
so
I
much balls.
couldn't
I
do
fully
that.
would just sleep over
I'll
the
trust
house.
Shirley. It's not like I'm gonna get shanked.
No, it's not
Yeah,
even
but
that.
there's
You know,
ghosts.
yeah, you don't know what's following you. You don't know what's now
Yeah, what's a
inside
ghost
you
gonna
as your
do, mate?
spirit. You don't know what's attacking you, and
That's a good point.
It's already dead.
That's a good point, actually.
but, you know, but they
Blow it away.
Can't make. How's it? It can only haunt for a certain.
when you
amount of
use
time.
a Ouija board,
So
that's
for a
it
while,
leaving.
oh, that Alex kid went really weird as well, but he said he faked it. So
If there's a Ouija board and you use it and you're respectful to the spirit, they'll be fine. But if you don't even close down properly or speak to them respectfully, they will stay with you and they'll stick to you.
for the world end of the world edition, who
Yeah.
wants to do a Ouija board in here?
No,
Yes, please. Can we
no.
actually?
Yeah,
That'd be
come
well
on, end of the world edition.
I will
Tom,
be
you
in the
End of the world edition.
I will be
Tom,
here in the
April
room.
17th.
Am I here?
You know, everyone in the room has to do it. That's the rule
Yeah.
for Ouija board.
I'm gonna
Dude.
set a reminder in my phone.
Harry's gonna have to leave then.
No, fine. I guess I'll have to do it.
Wednesday 17th.
Oh my
Right.
god, we're doing a
Have I got-
Ouija
have-
board.
Have I
We're
got
doing
time
a
for?
Ouija.
Have I got time for one more story?
Yes.
Quick story.
How long? How
Matt
long?
Morgan's impatient though. He's
You've
waiting
got-
outside.
you've got 4 minutes.
You got
I've got
4
4
minutes.
minutes.
4
So,
minutes.
have you guys heard of sleep paralysis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
I've
had
had it
it.
once, but I was
It's,
face
it's,
down.
it's not a ghost because you're still dreaming when you're awake. But I saw someone in my room and it really freaked me out.
Sorry about
Yeah. That's all my story is.
that. Put a camera in your pants.
Jeez. Yeah, sleep paralysis is horrible.
Yeah, I hate sleep.
So-
I've had it 3 times.
Next
I-
week,
last night,
we might have another guest
I
on. We'll have a
haven't
different
fallen
guest on, or maybe we'll have Tom back, depending on how popular he is. Maybe we'll have Benny Boy Gibson back.
But we've got to have back
Or
on
we'll
the
have no
17th.
one. Or we'll have no one. But we need to have Tom back for the 17th.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see who else wants to do a Ouija board with
Yeah.
us on the 17th. But we're going to do it. We're going to leave you off now
Yes.
with the beautiful Spots and Smiths, or Smiths and Spots, whichever way around it is. Number 2, Smiths and Spots. And they're going to come on in a bit. Has Meg got a filler music to put
I
on?
have, yeah.
Meg's got some filler music. So,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll see you in a bit. Bye!
Let's go, guys. Woo.